Every business has a life cycle, just like a person. It starts with a dream, grows through struggle, learns to stand, and eventually matures into a stable, scalable organization. But here's the catch: most businesses never make it past the early stages. In this episode, I'm going to present the 5 levels of business maturity, what they are, how to recognize them, and what you, as an entrepreneur, can do to move up without making the common mistakes that keep others stuck. So, let's get to it. Welcome back to Savvypreneurship, where I break down business insights from the world's most powerful brands. If you're new here, consider subscribing for weekly videos on business strategy, branding, the total customer experience, as well as the luxury lifestyle. This is the just getting started stage. You have an idea, a vision, and a lot of enthusiasm, but not much else. Cash flow is unpredictable. You're doing everything yourself, from marketing to customer service to bookkeeping. At this level, your main focus is proof of concept, showing that your idea actually works. The key advice is focus on validating your product or service before scaling, keep costs lean, and collect as much customer feedback as possible. Think of Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia, founders of Airbnb. In their early days, they were literally renting out mattresses in their apartment to test the concept. They didn't need perfection, they needed validation. So the lesson here is don't overbuild in the startup phase. Build just enough to prove it works and learn from every mistake fast. At this level, you've proven your idea works. But now it's about staying alive. Revenue starts coming in, but so do the bills, the taxes, and unexpected costs. You're constantly juggling cash flow, and burnout starts to creep in. Many entrepreneurs make a dangerous mistake here. They try to grow too fast without building solid systems. The key advice is to create standard processes for repeatable results, learn basic financial management and track every dollar, as well as focus on customer retention rather than just acquisition. In N Out Burger, during its early years, didn't expand rapidly like McDonald's. They focused on quality, consistency, and a loyal customer base, a model that helped them stay profitable and family owned for decades. The lesson here is that survival isn't about being the biggest, it's about being the most sustainable. Now, your business is working. You're generating consistent revenue, you have a loyal customer base, and you've built a recognizable brand. At this point, you face a new question. Do I keep it steady or do I scale up? This is where many entrepreneurs hit a comfort zone. They stop innovating because things just seem fine. But complacency is the enemy of long-term success. Key advice: reinvest profits into growth. Don't get comfortable. Strengthen your leadership team and diversify your revenue streams. Starbucks could have remained a small Seattle coffee shop, but Howard Schultz saw an opportunity to scale while keeping the experience intact, turning coffee into a global lifestyle brand. The lesson here: success is not the end, it's the launchpad for your next level. At this stage, the business starts to scale. You're opening new locations, hiring more people, and possibly entering new markets. This is where the business can grow or crumble depending on how well it's managed. Expansion brings complexity. More employees, more systems, and more risk. The key advice is to build a strong organizational culture, delegate effectively, as founders must transition from doers to leaders, and invest in technology and automation to maintain efficiency. Domino's Pizza is a great example. When it began expanding globally, it focused heavily on consistency and technology, ensuring the same customer experience whether you ordered in New York or Tokyo. The lesson here: scaling is not just about more, it's about maintaining quality at scale. This is where the company becomes self sustaining. You've got systems, culture, and brand reputation working in sync. At this point, the challenge isn't growth, it's relevance. Markets change, customer preferences shift, and new competitors rise. If you stop innovating, your brand will age fast. The key advice is to keep investing in R&D and creative innovation. Refresh your brand periodically and consider new ventures, acquisitions, or reinventions. Apple reached maturity decades ago, yet it keeps evolving, introducing new products, services, and design philosophies just to stay ahead. The lesson here: business maturity isn't about stability, it's about evolution. Let's recap the most common mistakes entrepreneurs make across the stages. 1. Growing too fast, too soon. This leads to burnout and financial chaos. 2. Ignoring systems. Without structure, your business can't scale. 3. Failing to delegate. Micromanagement kills creativity. 4. Complacency. The good enough is never good enough. And 5. Neglecting innovation. What worked yesterday won't work tomorrow. Remember, each level requires a different mindset, and the habits that made you successful in one phase might be the very things holding you back in the next. So, where is your business right now? Startup, survival, success, expansion, or maturity? No matter the level, the key is awareness and adaptability. Know where you are, know what's next, and prepare before the wave hits. Because in business, those who adapt don't just survive, they thrive. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow entrepreneur. That's how you can help me grow my channel. I don't use paywalls, I don't do sponsorships, and I most certainly don't ask to contribute to any payment site. As a seasoned entrepreneur and educator, I simply enjoy sharing my experiences and giving back to the community. Consider my value added, self paced, comprehensive online starting a business course at business wisdom academy.com. Until the next episode, be curious, keep learning, and stay savvy.